Oh, what the fuck? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? What the fuck is this? The fuck? Sorry guys, I'm just confused. 1 second. Oh my god, what the hell happened? Did I do something really stupid? Oh my god. I think I did something really stupid at the summit, and I saved over vMix after changing and deleting stuff. Can you guys hear me though? I can't see the chat yet, but anyways, we're not gonna get into that. I'm gonna leave it on this for now. What's important is I can show you guys the drawings and what I'm gonna show you today. Let me just pull up YouTube. Okay, you can hear me? Excellent, excellent. Is it fuzzy? It's not fuzzy for me. I mean, just like the background a little bit, but yeah, it's still doing that, eh? Man, oh man. How's it going? How's it going, guys? Dustin, Sunday school, yeah, baby, yeah. Man, oh man. Okay, so I got. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm getting sick again. I feel like there's a ammonia coming on. So I'm gonna get through this lesson and hopefully teach you guys some good stuff. If you guys have any questions about what I'm talking about, don't hesitate to ask. Make sure to ask. It looked better before. What do you mean? It still looks the same to me. It looks good on my preview too. I don't see any fuzziness, Sammy, on my YouTube preview or on vMix. Yeah, it's just got that little like hazy, you know, like in the background, but yeah, weird, man, weird. So I hope it doesn't look too bad for you guys. I'm gonna minimize that. I don't really care. But yeah, it's definitely time for. I gotta upgrade my system. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I can see that. It's so weird. I don't understand that. And it's got. I didn't have a chance to test anything because Courtney had to go out and do some shopping and stuff. Yeah, and I was watching the kids, so I never got to test anything. That's why I'm a little bit late too. So, but yeah. Anyways, let's see if we can hear my sound effects. Oh, sound effects aren't working. Sound effects aren't working. Let's see if anything is working. Oh yeah, yeah, that's working. All right. Anyways, no big deal. So, okay, I got specifications open. I'm gonna go over that. I have a sample contract, the CCDC2 contract. I got general conditions out, and I have a very simple drawing that I'm just gonna go over and show you guys the basics. And if you get, like, seriously, if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, I'll show you kind of like the first thing you want to look at the drawings and whatnot, and I'll take you through it. But yeah, anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. Like I was saying, oh man, I did a 4-day video creator conference this week, and it was fantastic. So big things coming, guys. Big things. It was a lot of fun. Let me see here. Where am I gonna put you? I gotta make a new scene, of course. Let me see, or maybe I. Thanks, man, for letting me know. Yeah, that's such a pain. That's such a pain. My goodness. Jeez. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Claudio, right on, man. Yeah, thanks. Make sure to let me know if that happens. It's a stupid thing, like when you switch scenes in vMix here, it sometimes shuts your audio off. I don't never understand why it does that. But I'm just setting up the desktop capture right now so that I can show you guys the drawings that are open on my desktop here, and we'll get into it. It'll just take me a second here. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button, darn it. Jeez, Chris. Camera. I'm going to just do this. Okay. Excellent. Good stuff, guys. We are good to go. I don't know what's going on. Why my cameras look so funky here. All right. So this here, guys, is this is the specifications page. I wanted to kind of show you real quick, okay? So when you get a set of drawings, here, I gotta turn the music off. I can just pause it. That's funny. That song was called Still Learning. Where is my epic pen? Boom. Boom, and where are you? Jeepers. I don't know why that happens. I got too many icons on my desktop here. Epic pen, that's what I want. Okay. Alrighty, let's make sure I can get this. Should be good. I'll close that. Okay, so when you get when you get a set of like a bid package, it comes like with specifications and drawings and like any like addendum is another one, and there might be more like different depending on your trade. There could be other information attached to it, like a geo report, yeah, like, you know, ground disturbance study. But it's important to understand these are standard divisions across the industry, and basically our trades are broken down into divisions. Shit, sorry. And so each one of these divisions has a bunch of subsections in it, right? So you'll see them division 000000, okay, but with numbers. Division 1 is always for the general requirements. The Division 0 secret procurement and contracting requirements, those are the two things you want to read first, okay? When you get a bid package in the specifications, you'll have architectural drawings, structural drawings, electrical, mechanical drawings, but most of us are working, unless you're an electrician or somebody like in a mechanical or like an iron worker. Iron worker will have the structural, but most of us work under the architectural drawings. But we want to read these two divisions out of the specifications. Now, the specifications might be actually on the drawings as well, okay? Which in this set of drawings I have, they are. Now, steel stud, drywall, we work under Division 7, okay? Thermal and moisture protection, and Division 5, which is metals. There's a lot of it's good to know other divisions that are related to you, okay? Because it just gives you further information on how to to properly do stuff and set the other trades up for success, right? It's good to obviously work together. But let's not. So CCDC2. This is the contract sample. This is a standard contract. Basically all contracts should look something like this, okay? And you can see here, so GC, general conditions, okay? You see GC, those are all the general conditions. And so yeah, you can modify and add supplemental conditions and things like that to this. So, but it's good to know all the possible conditions that you can put in, or what to watch for, okay, to make sure they take out. When it comes to pay, okay, the payment part is definitely the most important. You want to make sure that see dispute resolution here. This is a big one too, because you want to make sure that it doesn't go automatically to arbitration or mediation. Okay, you want to be able to sue them. Okay, but some contracts forbid you from suing them. Okay, it has to be solved through arbitration. So you got to watch out for that. Big contractors will put that in there, but most of us, we definitely don't want that condition in our contract. But anyways, so simple drawing right here. The cover sheet is obviously the first page you're going to see. It's going to give you a title, like a table, of contents, right? So sorry guys, I'm just not up to par today. Let's zoom in here. I need the hand, don't I? Oh, I just moved the stupid thing. And so this is so yeah, the architectural drawings will be labeled A, okay? Always A. Structural S, electrical E, mechanical M, right? You get that? So under architectural, what we want to do is, first thing, find, if we're in steel stud and drywall, okay, no matter what trade you're in, but you want to find your scope of work, right? So you're going to find that for our trade in the wall types, okay? The wall types and the ceiling types and the parapet types, that page, okay? The wall type page. So you look here, okay? A001 is the site location plan, demolition plans, floor plans, enlarged stair plans, stair sections and details, and then we have an enlarged lift plans. Okay, so there's no page dedicated to none at all yet, Konaman. I haven't been able to watch YouTube or do anything. It was a very busy week. That summit that I was at for online video creators, it was long days. It was 10-hour days. It was crazy. And so yeah, no, I haven't had a chance yet, but I'm hoping maybe I can get a couple minutes after the stream here and check those out. But thanks for reminding me too, because I totally forgot, buddy. Maybe we can look at it after after I go over this section. So there's no let's see here. Is this gonna work if I need to, where is this thing? Epic Pen should be working. Where is it? Did it not work, or? Great. Anyways, I should be able to maybe draw on it with the Adobe tools, maybe. No. No, shoot. Close. Anyways, that's fine. You can hear? Perfect. Anyway, so what we want to do then is go check the floor plans. We're going to look here. This will give you site information like the address and whatnot. Information to like here's your builder and your designer. The legal site. Like the legal location of the site is always on the drawings here, and that is what you need to put any like liens on the property if they don't pay you and stuff. Okay, that's the information you're going to need. Is always on this bottom right hand corner of the drawing. Okay, so when you see this big A001, that's the page. Okay, that is your architectural 001. That's the page. You'll see bubbles and detailed bullets and things like that in here that will reference you to other pages. Okay, so we'll show you that too. So nothing really interesting in the site plan. Then you go here and you got demolition general notes. You have symbols legend there. Let's zoom in because this is now when you start getting into the actual specifications. Okay, they're not laid out in divisions, but they are relevant. Okay. These are your instructions right here, okay? Your demolition general notes and your general notes. You want to read all of these, okay? Whether you're doing the demo or not, okay? Because these are general conditions basically that could apply to you, and they might not, they might, but you also need to know what is expected of the demo crew in this case, or the trades ahead of you before you accept the space to work in, okay? You need to make sure that the previous trades have completed their work before you start. Otherwise, you might inherit their work, okay? So you want to be careful of that. It's good to read it all. Oh, sorry, went a little too fast. There we go. So then you go you get down. Keynotes, what the hell? Right, okay. So this page here, now we're getting into more like steel stud and drywall. Okay, this is where we want to so the first thing you want to do, right, guys, is we want to get all the information what is required of us. Okay, we don't just start. You can look at the drawings to kind of get an idea of the project, but you're really not going to know what's in them until you start reading and then highlighting your scope of work, right? So you read the keynotes, anything that pertains to you and your trade, you highlight it, right? So let's see here. Let's see here. What do we got here? Yeah, okay. So install new partition. So you know already that you got to look at that because that's you. Why doesn't this work? I don't know why this doesn't work. Highlighter. Highlight text. That's what I want to do. Shoot. Man, this sucks. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, we're going to have to just go with it then. Okay, anyways, highlight everything that is part of your scope of work. If you look down here, floor types. So the flooring, if we're not doing floor, that's no big deal. But like we don't really. The only thing that we really care is if it's metal or not metal, but concrete or wood or something, because then it'll tell us what fasteners we're using in those areas. Okay, like for concrete, you're going to use shots and smack pins. Where if it's wood, or you're going to just screw it down. And I don't know, what else could there be for ground? Sometimes there's just Q-deck, guys, without anything in it, like especially when you're doing parapets, right? So that's actually metal, okay? The metal Q-deck. And so that's important to know too, because it's a different kind of fastener than the concrete and the wood, right? But yeah, so then the partition types, here we go. Okay, and doors, we're going to be installing the door frame, like the frames and the window frames if they're fire rated, right? But yeah, you'll see right here, 1 hour fire rated wall assembly. Boom, boom, boom. Let's blow this up a little bit so you guys can make sure you guys can see this. This is our wall types here. When I first started estimating, it was what I did was I used to draw these systems. Okay, like you see them. This is nice. They're drawn here, not very clear, but I used to literally just draw the systems out and like, you know, the layer drywall, steel stud, or sometimes it's got membrane and cladding and other parts to it, okay, as well, especially if it's an exterior wall, okay. But basically, yeah, here we go, 1 hour, so 5/8 type X, 3 5/8 metal stud framing at 16 inch on center. So if it doesn't tell you here, okay, if it doesn't give you any designation, if it's 2 foot, 1 foot, or 16 inch on center, you want to go look in the specifications, okay, and make sure if it might say in the specifications they want it in it, but if it's in the specs, it's probably going to be metric, so it'll be what's 410 on center or something like that, or 2400 on center is 2 foot. 600 on center is 1 foot, or wait, I forget now. But you can convert it yourself. It's not like that hard, really. It's been a while. Jeez, I used to know all that off by heart. Or is it 1200? Yeah, 1200 on center. 600, 1200, and 24 or something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, if it doesn't if you can't find that information in the drawings or the specifications, automatically assume 16 inch on center. That's the standard, okay? But then you go here, okay, so you're gonna highlight these. I usually highlight them a different color, each wall type, okay? And so if you want it to look like there's usually other parts to these drawings, but like ceiling plan, there's a ceiling plan, or reflected ceiling plan as well, which is where you go to get your ceiling type. So any T-bar, bulkheads, drop ceilings, drywall drop ceilings will be on that. And you also get your elevations from your reflected ceiling plans. Okay, so you have to use the floor plans and the reflected ceiling plan together to get your elevations. Okay, so your floor plan will give you your area, okay, but your ceiling plan is going to give you your height, okay. So, and then keep in mind, okay, there'll be cut-throughs as well, because some walls are going to be the underside of structure, okay, and that's going to be specified in the specs, most likely in the specs, okay, that part, right, and that would be like demising walls and anything load-bearing will be to underside of structure, which is like to, you know, floor to floor, right? Under like I-beam is structural, any kind of structural steel or concrete, you know, like, or even straight to the Q deck is also considered underside of structure. Okay. But yeah, you can see here that basically on this job right here, we're focusing on these two stairwells. Okay. These are the job we just did, guys. So if you are curious, you can go back to my last 5 live streams. It covered all of this build live from site. So basically, guys, see, these are the grid lines here: XC, XD, XE, XF. Those are your grid lines. Okay, so underneath the first floor, the slab, okay, these columns are where the piles are. Okay, if you guys know what the piles are, they are like, you know, drilled down to the ground. They drill in the ground, they pour concrete, and they put steel, right? They keep the building like in place, okay? And they'll drill down like, you know, 3 to 12 meters, okay? And for high rises, they'll go even bigger, but I would say 3 to 12 meters is on average pile size. And every column you see here intersects at a grid line, okay? And those are where the piles are underground. So if you can imagine, okay, the pile starts, and then we have what's called a pile cap, okay? And in that pile cap is where you put the base. You set the rod in for the columns to be fastened to, okay? So that load is all the way underground, and that's why columns they follow all the way up, right? Usually, okay? And yeah, so basically we can go center to column, to find our grid lines is what I'm saying. Okay, so you can always get a measurement off a grid line or snap a grid line just by going center to column. Okay, center to center. Now you can see here, so P3, okay, say I picked blue for P3. I'm gonna highlight P3, okay, and I'm gonna highlight all the different styles of walls because this is a P2. Okay, P2 is double layer 5/8 both sides. Okay, this here is a 4-hour wall. This is actually a concrete masonry unit here. Oh no, up here is concrete masonry unit, so it changes. You can see these dashed lines here represent the fire rating. Okay, see these, like it's like Morse code, line dash dash, line dash dash. Hey Dibs, how's it going, man? Those represent your fire rating. Okay, so you see this line dash dash, line dash dash. Okay, line dash dash, line dash dash, dash dash. 2 hours. Okay, for 1 hour, which it would be like this P1 here, I think is a 1 hour. It's different. Okay, it's got darn it, but it's still different. You see how it's like a solid black and then two white. Like it's got one dot, right? So line dot, line dot, line dot. Okay, sorry, it's just different. It's weird because this just looks like that's for your 1 hour wall. Okay, and then see on your 4 hour. Okay, long line and then a big space, long line, space. Okay. Over here, here's another 2 hour. Okay, line dot dot. Okay, that represents your 2 hour wall. Okay, which is double layer 5/8 type X both sides. Okay, you can tell just by looking at the lines that wall there has double layer 5/8 both sides. Okay, excuse me. So any wall here that is not fire rated doesn't have the lines, right? So that you're good to go here. Anything that has fire rating lines, goes to underside of structure. Okay, it always goes from floor to floor, underside of structure. Okay, so if that fire rating is a tell sign. Okay, how's it going over in the UK, buddy? Yeah, so basically, yeah, you're good, right? So see this here, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 or whatever. That's referring to this side right here. Okay, 6, new steel column. Okay, so this also doesn't tell you, all right, you got to go over here to the partition type, which is crazy because it's usually not here. So column, 1 hour assembly, two layers of 5/8 type X. So this has to be, all the columns we did there had to be double wrapped. Okay. And it tells you here, horizontal resilient channel spaced vertically. See, I didn't even do that because that's not how you do it, right? And if I was to do that, the columns would have been massive. Like they would have been massive just the way it was laid out. So they were already big, and I went the tight as possible to the steel as I could. Okay, and they were still big down there because they doubled them up. It was just a weird system. Yeah, like there's no reason you would need that horizontal channel there. So these aren't like all set in stone. Okay, you can definitely use your expertise as the framer, as the guy building it. That's just not going to work. Okay? And I've never seen a column built like that either. So just a bunch of weirdos. Anyways, so yeah, then look, some walls, like for example, there was one, I think it was the P1A. It's got 2 layers just on the one side and none on the other, and there's a reason for that, which I'll show you in a second. But I'm just like my point to showing you that progression of the column was to tell you that there's multiple places of information that you gotta go through to make sure it's not giving you any details, because not all the information for the columns isn't just in one spot, right? All the information for the P2 wall isn't in the one spot. Okay, it's funny that way. So you need to go through all of the specifications and the details, especially the details in the drawings. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, no doubt. We're getting better weather here, actually, which is nice. Darren, I'm really disappointed my thing ain't working here. Where is it? Let me just try to run it one more time. Epic Pen, yeah, what's up with that? Oh, it is. It's running right here. Deadly. Okay, good. This is good. Oh, I want to go over here. I don't want... Oh, I know why. I gotta switch screens. That's why. Or how do I move this? Oh yeah, there. Yeah, darn it. I remember now what I remember what to do. Who we on? I see window type. Isn't that glass? Yeah. So no. This here, the window type is see pressed steel frame. So that means the framer, the steel stud framer, has to install that, right? Whereas if it was just like a what you may call it, what am I doing here? Yeah, I want it there, you dum-dum. Oh, crap. Hey, what's happening, Randy? So resilient channel is not for insulate. Well, yeah, you're right. It is for sound insulation. It is a sound dampening component, right? But yeah, so RC plus, like the Bailey RC plus and stuff like that. Yeah, it's oh, what the heck is going on here? Am I missing something here? Hold the phone. What's going on here? Or what's going on? Jesus. Ah, here we go. That's what I wanted. Just make sure I got the right screen. Oh yeah, it's good. We're good. Excellent. So, how's it going, Randy? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, you stay the frick right there. And don't move! What the hell is it doing that for? Maybe I gotta put it on the other side of the screen. Oh. Okay, we should be good to go now. Yeah. Oops. Anyways. Okay. Good. All right. So, anyways, now that I got that back, that's good. Let's check this out. Yeah. So this here. Wait a minute. So, yeah. Before I move on. This is where you see these bubbles here, okay? So this right here, number 2, is meaning detail 2 on this page, A103. So you're gonna get more information on A103, okay? About this area, and I wouldn't do my layouts from this one, right? I would go to the detail on 103 to get my stuff for layout. And over here, okay, this elevator area, there's a detail on 104. And I bet you there was a detail on the second floor. Yeah, on sorry, there'll be another blow up for the new wall on the second floor as well. So yeah, there's also too, like, man, that's the thing. Like, I always read all of the specifications and the details, and I know, like, I pick out all the proper information. I always get more information the first time I look at a set of drawings than the estimators that estimate our jobs do. Like, it's crazy. Our poor project manager, like, I just, like, they're always missing stuff. Like, they just are always missing stuff, and I don't understand it. Like, when you win a bid, that's the most terrifying thing, because you want to make sure, like, well, what did I miss? Like, I must have missed something, because if the price is good and we were picked, like, it's always like nerve-wracking to go through everything, make sure you didn't actually miss anything, or if you did, it wasn't too crazy or whatever, But every time I win a contract, the first thought was, okay, hopefully I didn't miss anything. You know what I mean? Because yeah, that's no good. All right. So if we just judge out here, this is going to give us some more details. So so on 103, detail 2, remember, was going to give us more information, okay, on the plans. So here we go. Detail number 2 right here on 103 is our enlarged stair plans on the second floor. This is where we're going to get our layout from. Okay, and if you look to this drawing, this gives you this is the same. These drawings aren't that great here, but come on, damn it. Right. So this right here is your main floor right here. Okay, and if you see how it draws the line all the way around the stairs here, if you're not looking properly, okay, you're not going to realize that when you look at this detail over here, okay, that the wall stops halfway up the stairs, and then there's a soffit. Okay, if you look at this drawing over here, it just looks like it's a wall just framed all the way around, right? But in actuality, it's framed all the way up from, wait a minute, no, one of these sides anyways, but it stops. Yeah, so it's framed up all the way floor to ceiling from here to here. Okay, and then it's a soffit right there, and it looks like there's a detail for the soffit. Detail 6 on 103, which is this page. So let's go look at detail 6 right there, and it's just showing us double layer with framing. So it's not showing us how to frame it. It's just with framing, double layer. Okay, 2 layers, 5/8 type X. Oh yeah, and it says on 1x3 wood strapping, which no, we didn't use wood, obviously. We use steel stud. Stair tread, 2x12 stringers. Yeah, so it's just like yeah. Don't be afraid. There is stuff that you can do. Like, if you're the framer, you're the professional, right? These guys don't know how to frame. These guys who are making these drawings never framed, and they don't completely understand it. So you got to interpret it as it is sometimes, okay? But these are your you got to start to watch out for your hash marks, okay? So these little lines here, these little dashes, okay? They're going to tell you where the numbers are from. So this is actually center. These hash marks are center of this wall. Okay, this is a 3 5/8 wall. Okay, it's center. Okay, center. This one here, right? This hash mark is at the very end, right? So it's 5'3" inch, comes from center of this wall to the end of this one, right? So they want 5'3" in between here. Right, and I think they got like a little bit more, because we ended up I think we had to move this wall. And then you see here, okay, so this 16'3", okay, that's just from between this mark and this mark, right? So I don't know. So this is silly, guys, but they do this all the time. So you got to add 16'3" and 4 foot to get your overall length of this wall. Okay, so this hash mark is obviously inside of the existing wall, the existing exterior wall, to the outside of this one run here. Okay, so yeah, pay attention to your hash marks. and see where they are, like center or inside, outside, and like they're just weird. So that's how you do your layouts, how you get your layouts right. Don't worry too much about being perfect, okay? You can move walls little bits here and there, but the one thing you do have to be aware of is the fire codes, okay? You don't, and handicap codes and things like that, right? You don't. Hey, Mama, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Jealous, yeah, jealous. That's awesome. Good to see you. I was gonna text you guys today too. I was so busy this last week. I was in a conference this week, and it was amazing. And yeah. So I'm excited for your trip. I know you're coming here for 2 weeks, so I'm very excited about that. And yes, and is Dad still with you in Florida? Yeah. So I know this is not very structured lesson here today, guys. It's been a while since I've streamed this stuff, so I got to get back into my practice and get my tablet working again and everything. Good stuff. Tell him I said hi, and definitely going to talk to him later. Courtney kind of relayed a couple text messages to me, and I was pretty happy about that. And it was basically what I thought it was too, so I'm super happy. Good stuff. Love you guys so much, eh? Oops, sorry. Yeah, so I don't want you guys to be like too worried. Like nobody's ever gonna come to site, guys, and pull out a measuring tape and make sure the walls are in the right spot. Okay, but you do have to make sure that if you're moving stuff, you're not making it smaller. In places like this, a stairwell, okay, there's fire code. So corridors, stairwells, anything that there's fire rating, you got to just check your spacing and make sure, because you got to have certain distances from the stairs to the wall and the door and things like that. There's rules, right? Going bigger is usually never a problem, okay? When you're laying out exterior walls, okay, this is the most important thing you need to know. You have to check in the entire run. I don't care how long it is, okay? You need to check from corner to corner of the building, and you want all of your steel stud to be on the outside of that building, okay? There's no point in putting the wall exactly where the print says if it's going to cause everyone else a bunch of problems, because you got to understand the structural steel, okay, they do the best they can, but it's always kind of within that area, okay? It's never level, it's not square, it's structural, okay? And it's our job as steel stud framers to go in and make it all nice and beautiful, okay? That's our job. It's not the structural steel guy's job, okay? Same thing with the concrete. Concrete's rough, right? Don't get me wrong, these concrete guys are really good these days, and the forms are amazing, but it's not always going to be perfect, okay? It's definitely never going to be perfect, actually, but that's okay, right? Steel stud can be perfect, and it should be perfect, okay? So when you're doing it, make sure you're checking from one side of the building to the other, and making sure that your steel stud is going to pass. Okay, so when you do the exterior drywall, okay, it's nice and smooth, and it runs straight up to the parapets. Okay, you want to make sure your parapet and your exterior walls all line up. Okay, a lot of guys put the parapets in first, and then they shoot the parapets down, right? Which is fine too, but you got to make sure you check the entire building, corner to corner, and make sure that your lines are good. Okay, the drawings are just more of a guideline. Okay, you gotta use your smarts and make your building nice. Make the building nice. I always hate that. Oh, that's where the drawing says it's gonna go, so that's where it's going, right? But it's okay to move stuff, and I'm really kind of tired of sometimes you definitely want to get clarifications, okay? And it also depends on what contractor you're working with. You should probably know who you're working with, but if it's like a big deal, okay, if you think it might cause an issue, then ask. But most of the time, it's not going to cause an issue, and it's just going to hold everything up if you wait for clarification, right? So good to see Mama, yeah. Hopefully I haven't put everyone to sleep yet. And also, so these are your section details, okay? Your section details show you elevations, okay? And you can get cut throughs on that. So, and these are usually represented with like see this right here, this symbol? So a circle with the detail number and the page number, that's your detail, okay? But you see this one with the arrow, okay? See the one with the arrow? So the triangle that's an arrow, that is your cut throughs, okay? So every time you see this with the arrow, that's telling you there's a drawing that's showing looking from this side that way, okay? And that's on 3A103, which is on this same page. See, 3 and 103, it's looking this way, okay? This arrow right here is always pointing north, okay? So right now it's pointing straight up, but this is always pointing north. It's not always straight up, that arrow, okay? But this is where north is, this arrow right here. So right here we are. So we're at the top of the stairs looking through the new door. Through this is the new door we're looking through, okay? And it's like as if you were in the building and you cut it, right? Yeah, that's funny. Clone him in. I wish my sound effects were working. I don't know why my sound effects aren't working. I don't know if it's because I started Stream Deck before voice mod or something. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, my sound effects aren't working. You guys haven't heard any, have you? That's too funny. I don't need this open. Boop. That's too awesome. So now you're kind of getting a little bit of an idea. You can see here another detail, right? The circle, detail 5 on A103. So yeah, 100 foot. That is basically what this is to two main floor slab. So basically, what you're looking at with this number here is it starts at 100. So see this 111 foot 4 inch. It's not actually 111 feet up. Okay, it's only 11 foot 4 from the slab to the top of this Q deck here. Okay, it's only 11 foot 4. It's not 111 feet above grade. Sometimes grade will start at 0. Okay, and oh yeah, I'll leave this up forever. Yeah, this will always be up. I always leave my live streams up. I never take them down, so they're always up for you guys to look at after. And yeah, just feel free to scroll through them and always leave questions in the comments if you ever have them. I get back to almost every single comment. The only time I don't get back to a comment is if it's ridiculous, right? So sometimes I get back to the ridiculous ones because it's fun, but not always, right? There's probably literally only a handful out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of comments I've gotten. There's only probably a small little handful of comments I've never replied to. And so I'm going to try to be like that as long as I can. Obviously, if I start getting crazy, like 10,000 comments, that's going to be hard to do, but I will always try my best, right? To at least, go through and pick out. But there's always other ways to get a hold of me too, right? So through Discord and all that stuff, there's lots of ways to get a hold of me. So, yeah. See here, and then it's also showing you right here, 11 foot 4. And then this part right here, okay, 122. So it's 22 feet from the first floor to the roof, okay. And this area, like this is where my boss screwed up big time, okay. When he was estimating this job, is because they thought the whole building was at this elevation, but it's not. See this right here, this up here, this little tiny detail, okay. That it's in the wrong spot for one. Okay, this little tiny detail shouldn't really be here, but this is the front. This is the stairwell that they added at the front. Okay, and here's your elevation, and it doesn't have any numbers. See this? It doesn't have any numbers. It only has your elevations for your windows right here. But you can see how this wall jumps up and angles like that. Well, my boss thought that this stairwell was straight across this height. Okay, at this level, this 11 foot 4, when in fact it went up another 10 feet, right? So you need to really pay attention, guys, because it's things like it's always in the details that screw you. Okay. Oh yeah. And so, yeah, he's definitely didn't estimate it right, because all of a sudden now we're in a stairwell here, okay, and we're having to get having to get 20 feet up, right? Which actually from the bottom of the stairs all the way up would be closer to 30. So how are we going to build scaffolding now? I ended up building a platform across out of steel stud, okay, and then I put 10-foot scaffolding planks across, and then they had double baker in there, okay. That's how we did it, but all of that wouldn't have been in the estimate, right? Let's zoom out of here, make sure I'm not missing really anything. No, okay, so let's go jump down to 104. These here, see, here's a lift shaft section, okay. Now, this is important too, because you can see here that this section detail with these two beams. So these two beams, almost generally you're like, okay, this stuff sometimes gets framed out and fire rated. They're gonna have to fire spray this thing at the end, okay. But yeah, see, new steel beam, existing structure. So they doubled up all these beams and columns and stuff. That's what's so weird. Weird about this reno. But I'm looking at, I don't see nothing on drywall. No drywall in those two beams at the front of that. So that's perfect, okay? This is the back wall here. And I also noticed they deleted the plywood. But see here, right away I'm like, wait a minute, there's another layer there, guy. Because my boss was telling me to frame the first floor. This is the first floor here below this I-beam. He was telling me to frame it back 5/8 because there's double layer on the bottom, but not at the top. Okay. Yeah, this P2, and this is a mistake. There's a conflict here, unless they changed it, but it looks like there's a conflict. Let me see here. Yeah, so P1, see this here? It's a P1 wall. Okay, on the second floor, it's a P1, so that's only one layer. And this is a P3, so only one layer, man. P1, one layer, 5/8, both sides. So here's a conflict right here, okay? So it's labeled as a P1 here with only one layer, but it's showing as a P2 here, okay? On the second floor, because this here is the second floor. See, under second floor here, okay? So that is worth clarification almost, okay? Yeah. Good for shelving. And then it's also showing you double layer on both sides on the second floor. But anyways, this is plywood. Okay, so at first he was telling me to put frame the first floor in 5/8 so that the second layer would just go straight up. And I'm like, well, I can't, because the original drawing showed it cut off here. Okay, the second layer, and the plywood running straight, and then another layer, and then only one layer on the second floor. Okay, but so yeah, this is actually only a P1 wall, anyways, which is one layer. You don't need two layer up here because it's not separating the units. Okay, only walls that are dividing one unit to another needs to be 2 hours. Okay. But yeah, so you can see, it's just really weird. The old drawings. This is reissued, these ones. The old drawings showed this is only see, this is that wall, right? It's showing a P2 wall again here, right? But over here in the floor plan, it's just a P1. So I'm glad I didn't do the estimate. Yeah, well, no, if I did the estimate, we that's the thing. When I was estimating, I'm such a good estimator, I never miss anything. So we weren't winning a lot because my estimates were too good. It's so weird. General contractors are shady, man. This proves it, okay? Because they always award to the lowest price, basically, okay? And when you're $200,000 lesser than the next bid or whatever, you've obviously missed something, and they know that, and they just get you, right? Oh, you sure you got everything? You sure you got? Yeah, I got everything. Okay, yeah, right. It's a crazy business, so you don't want to miss, okay? And how I won jobs is not for my low numbers. It was my involvement in the estimate process, talking to the designers and the general contractors and making sure that we had everything included, okay, and that we had all the systems designed ahead of time. And it's just not always the most strategic way to win jobs, but it's who do they call after the other guy is screwed up, right? They're going to call you. And then they learn that they should have called you first, right? The lowest price sunk the Titanic. Yeah, right? Yeah, one of my old like senior estimators, like one of his strategy was to take the highest number and the lowest number and throw those bids right out and look at the middle ones. Okay, you take the highest bidder and the lowest bidder and throw them right out. Right? Wouldn't even look at them. But so yeah, there's a conflict right there. Like it's just that you're always going to find them, and it's up to you to know. Okay, that the fire rating here, it even shows you. Okay, it only needs one layer because it's got one dot. It's in this one here. It's got two dots because that's separating the units. Okay, so should know as a journeyman or journey person, whatever you want to say, that the 1 hour on the second floor only needs one layer of drywall. Okay, and it's not like this. Okay, they just got lazy here and just kept it P2 all the way up, right? And they drew it here as well. Okay, but it's only P2 on the main floor because this is one unit, and then and this is the either side of this is a different unit, but all up here is a part of this one. Okay, so it doesn't need that 2 hour rating. And we never framed this part inside of this elevator shaft because this is a possible future elevator shaft. Okay, and how do they know that like 2 years from now that the size of that elevator is going to be the same or whatnot, right? Like you definitely don't want to do that. So we just framed straight across here, and I cut the bottom track here for the opening so that we can take it out, or that someone can take it out later, right? Yeah, so align face of wall, okay, with edge of floor. So what that means is exactly like if you go back to my laying out video, when I laid this wall out, I laid these walls out on site. Okay, you go back to that video. I came in 5/8 from the concrete. Okay, because that's the end of the wall is your drywall. Okay, so that's where you find out where to put it. Okay, and this happens a lot. Okay, align face of wall with edge of floor. Okay, no problem, right? So you want to bring your steel in 5/8 so that the drywall lands flush to the concrete. And it might be kind of funny because now all of a sudden you got concrete, Q-deck, and a beam or a joist, right? And it's all exposed, but that's where it tells you. Could you imagine? Can you imagine trying to have to hang the drywall like suspended in the air though, without that little 5/8 lip too? Like, come on, that'd be crazy, right? But yeah, look at all your little details. Like you never know where there'll be a direction that you need. Okay, so if the project doesn't come with a specifications book, okay, like sometimes the specifications come in books. Okay, and some projects have volumes of specifications, and it's crazy. You got to make sure you read everything related to your trade because it's going to tell you. It's going to give you details on fasteners. It's going to give you details on spacing, and it's also going to give you details. So sometimes there's little fire rating requirements, okay, where there's columns inside of walls, and a lot of times we just frame them over, but they actually need to be enclosed in drywall too, right? And then drywalled over top. There's sometimes you gotta fire rate that. You gotta really pay attention to the fire rating, okay? But yeah, I should. Oh, that's the last page of this one. So yeah, not a big set of drawings, okay, but there wasn't a lot of work there. But you can see, like, just something so simple, okay, it's still, you got to know how to put it all together, right? Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's right, Dibs, yeah. So if you're like, yeah, like the low bidders, like, yeah, they always run into problems and stuff. Like there's always issues with that. I don't understand why contractors do that. So here's the contract, okay? Let me zoom this out. This is the most standard agreement between a general contractor and an owner, okay? So as a subcontractor, you're going to have a different contract, okay, you're going to have what's called a 4B, okay? It's a different contract. Yeah, right on, Conan. I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if anyone has problems with anything, man, like estimating and figuring this stuff out, that's what I'm here for, man. I like to help you as much as I can, guys. But this is important to understand. This general document is probably the single most important to get yourself familiar with. Okay, the AIA, the architects will have a contract, the engineers have a contract, but this is between owner and general contractor. Okay, and I would model all of my contracts based off of this one. Okay. Know what to put in it, and know what's available. Okay, like what is available to you. First thing, man, definitions. Get yourself familiar with the definitions. Okay, change directive, change order, construction equipment, consultant, contract documents. Right. The contract documents consist of those documents listed in Article A3 of the agreement, contract documents and amendments agreed upon between the parties. So make sure if you're bidding a job, you have all the documents, okay? And when you're submitting a price, you're always telling this price is based off of, and you list this drawing dated this whatever, architectural, issued for tender or issued for construction, whatever, drawings, edition, whatever, and specifications dated this, and then you also have if there's like 5 addendums, and also addendums 1 to 5, okay? And that way, if they put like say a 6th addendum out and you didn't get it, well, you're off the hook right there, because you said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't price that. It's clear in my quote that I only priced addendum 1 to 5. Right? So you gotta put down what you read and what you based your price on. That's a very important step at the final stage, okay, is to write down, I'm gonna give you a lump sum price for this based on issued for construction drawings dated this, specifications dated this, and addendums 1 to 5 or whatever, okay? And there might be other documents and stuff you might have to put in there, but you get the idea, right? But yeah, contract time, contract price, drawings, notice in writing, owner, place of the work, product, project, provide. So provide means to supply and install, right? Shop drawings, specifications. Actually, let's read this. So the specifications are that portion of the contract documents, wherever located and whenever issued, consisting of the written requirements and standards for products, systems, workmanship quality, and the services necessary for the performance of the work. Beautiful explanation. Of course, it's in the definitions of the CCDC2 contract. Now, this is how it goes, okay? Contract trumps specifications. Specifications trump drawings. Okay, now on the drawings itself, the details will trump anything. Okay, so if you've got something on a floor plan or a section that you don't understand, okay, it's going to go floor plans, section details, and then details. Okay, those are like, if there's any dispute, okay, contract first, then the specifications. So say you're trying to trace that P2 wall that on the second floor there. Okay, say you're trying to trace that because it's showing P1 on one drawing and P2 on the detail. So you all you have to do to find that is to backtrack into the specifications even and find your fire rating. Okay, and it says, okay, for for the normal interior partition, you're gonna need 45 minutes or an hour or whatever, right? Then right there, oh, in the specifications it says I only need to put 1 layer of drywall, so you're good to go. Working day. So then, contract documents, GC 1.1. So general conditions, general provisions, general conditions, whatever. So the intent of the contract documents is to include the labor, products, and services necessary for the performance of the work by the contractor in accordance with these documents. It is not intended, however, that the contractor shall supply products or perform work not consistent with, not covered by, or not properly inferable from the contract documents, right? Nothing contained in the contract documents shall create any contractual relationships between the owner and subcontractor, a supplier and their agent, employee, or other person performing any portion of the work. Okay, so this is directly between the owner and the general contractor. So the owner has no contractual relationship to the subcontractors in a design bid build project. Okay, the prime contractor holds all the contracts, right? And then yeah, just this stuff. Just read all of it, guys. Read all of it. If anyone wants a copy of this, I think I put it up. It's in my Discord under contract documents. I'm sure I've uploaded some of the stuff in the Discord. But yeah, this is it, man. Like, read this, dudes, because this tells you all the different, gives you all the different things that you know, okay, that you can put in your contracts, okay, and you can modify any of this. You can take it out, take out stuff. You can put things in that might be special for that project, okay, or your needs or something, you know. But it's important to know all this stuff, okay, just to get familiar with it, to know what's available to you. Oh no, yeah, shoot, Dibs, that's awful. Yeah, I would love to come do work for you. Actually, you know, I wouldn't even charge you. I would just go fix it for you. But yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun if we were closer. Yeah. So I thought I actually opened another document. I actually have. And I would charge. I don't know, 250 a square foot. Or no, not that much. Sorry, 2,300. We'll go 50 cents a square foot or something. 35 to 50 cents. Shit, no, you kidding me? My wife, she would just look at me and laugh. Yeah. Reading it is definitely one thing, and understanding it is something else for sure. But that's the thing. Like, it's actually, like, you just gotta. That's why the definitions are helpful, right? And then of course there's definitely legal mumbo jumbo, which you could Google and understand, get definitions for as well. But it's pretty interesting. Like, it's not too difficult if you're used to construction and you've been in it for a while. Like, you just be like, oh well, that makes sense. Now I know why they do it this way or that way and stuff, right? How to make money, not lose money. That's funny. Well, I would just find more clients, because it's charging the wife. That's dangerous. That's dangerous waters. It's too funny. Oh, I wish I had my sound effects right now. Let me see here if I got what else do I got in my goodie bag of documents here. Can't wait to get the new website up, guys. I'm gonna have all of these documents available on my website for download. There'll be a members area, but like not like you don't have to pay for it. You just gotta kind of sign up with your email address, and you have access to all these documents, right? Hey Zaza, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. I had was that your two comments that today, Zaza? I can't remember if was it today or yesterday. Those two comments, I can't remember. But yeah, let me see here. Oh yeah, I'm looking through my goodie bag, see if I got any more stuff I can talk about. Does anyone have any actual questions? I know it's gone a little bit all over the place. And my tech setup is I gotta, set it up again for, hey, wait a second. Oh, all right, good. Let's see. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I've lost it all. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure you can. Yeah, you can. 17 feet, 6-inch steel stud, absolutely. 2-foot center is perfectly fine. Depending on what you want to do, like what it's for. Okay, I would go a little bit heavier gauge. Last time I did the 2-foot center with the 6-inch, I was using 16 gauge, and but it was more than 17 feet high. It was probably like 25 feet, and that was 2-foot center, and yeah, we used 16 gauge. I mean, you could go 18 gauge, I'm sure, and it would still be fine. But keep that in mind, okay? So when you're doing those high walls, that you could even go probably 20 gauge if it's not like structural or like fire, like you need to, or it's separating like a demising wall or whatnot. You could probably go 20 gauge even. This all depends on what you're hanging on it, what it's for too, and where it's at. But you can go 16-inch on center and lighter gauge, or you go 2-foot center with a heavier gauge. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying. No, I didn't have a show yesterday. No. Yeah, that would be fun. That would actually be fun, Conan. I would love to come down and help. Actually, I got some really good news. I got some really good news recently, and it's gonna help me get to the States a lot quicker, a lot sooner. So I'm happy about that. Mom and Dad are in Florida right now, eh, Conan? They're in Lauderdale right now. I was just looking at that tabletop yesterday too, eh, Conan? No joke. I was literally just looking at it yesterday, and I have the chairs. I'm probably going to like rewrap them with a different type of upholstery or something. But I was looking at I got the chairs and the tabletop. I was literally like, oh man, yeah, that's going to be a wicked podcast, like / whatever table. It's going to be wicked to get that set up. It's still it's still messy, but it's getting there. It's getting there, guys. It's getting it organized. I don't know what's up with my vMix and everything's glitching, and like it's just awful. Like everything's glitching. Exactly, Conan. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why everything's glitching so bad. They're on spring break. Exactly. Eh? Yeah. I'm gonna shut Acrobat down. If nobody has any questions on the stuff, I'm gonna shut it down just because I need to get some more power behind me too, guys. And it's another issue I'm having. I think I've pushed it to the old limits. Like close all tabs. No, don't save. Definitely push this thing to the limit, man. I got to figure out why this vMix is acting up the way it's acting up. Yeah, whatever. I do have a new lens coming. Should be in tomorrow, and that'll be great. I don't get it. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. This isn't too bad. Right there. Right? But maybe it could be. Is it glitching on your end? Guys, is it glitching on your end? Could be cables. Let me check one thing too, real quick. I got this light patch right here. I don't know what that is, but it bugs me a lot, and I gotta fix that. Yeah, I might have some power issues. It is glitching, eh? I don't know, man. I don't know. Fuck. It wasn't glitching. It wasn't glitching before. But it is fuzzy and stuff. What was I gonna say? I was just at that conference and I was literally live for like the entire time. So Tuesday night. Tuesday night to Friday night or whatever. Man, it was crazy. I was live the whole time. It got worse. What do you mean? Like, because I got, like, I put it bigger, or... Man. Or is it that? Is that camera giving me issues, maybe? Let me unplug that shit. Oh, man. And I think, where's my... There you go. Sound is gone. Jesus, hey, what the hell? Hey, Chris Hansen, how's it going, buddy? What's up? The sound isn't working either. Oh, I wonder if I play it through here, if it changes it. Or you know what? We should be able to hear this. Could you guys hear the woo? Oh. Now you can.
king, baby.
Woo, woo. Good to see you, man. How's it going? How long have we been going for, man? Actually, it's nice because I do feel better, guys. Like, at the beginning of the stream, I was feeling pretty rough. Oh, it says I've been going for, an hour and 30 minutes. That's good. Shit, that's really good. I was only feeling like going for an hour, so that's good. Yeah, no, of course. It's also. I had a really good stream, and the picture looked amazing. And then I updated the camera software, and then it started doing this. So I know, like, the camera used to be like this Gen 4 color science, and now it's Gen 5 as well. So I've tried to like the color grading it again, and picture just got smaller. Restore this here. Close Epic Pen. It looks like I got some graphics, like there's a new graphics driver too, but yeah, it does. It looks funny. Like, it doesn't look right. Like, it just doesn't look right. But I think my next move actually should be to check the this software. I'm gonna open it in OBS and see if it looks like this in OBS. I can hear you. That's awesome. Meet George. What do you know, George? Upgrade 6 week after the release date. Oh no, yeah, that camera update's been out for months. Yeah, months and months and months. Yeah, I waited a long time to update it. And the only reason why I updated it is I was afraid to update it. Okay, but I did hear they fixed it. Yeah, like there was lots of issues at first, of course, but I did hear they fixed it. But there might be an issue because I'm pushing out 60 frames, trying to push out 60 frames. I might need to get a different capture card that I can do true 4K up to like 60 frames, and it'd be nice if I could get a capture card that would capture 120 frames. That would be amazing, actually, in at least 2K, we'll say. But yeah, it's just fuck, you know. It could be that, but I don't know, man. I just don't know what the heck. I might have too much going on. Like the old computer, man. I just pushed her so hard. I got so much use out. Like, this thing is just amazing. Like, it's done such a good job. Got me. I've edited close to 1,000 videos on it, and I've gone live hundreds, like over 300 times, probably close to 400 times on it. So she's done a good job. She's done really well, and she's still kicking. But I'm getting the blue screen of death and stuff, and I don't know. I haven't never once reinstalled Windows. I might just try a clean install and just clean install my system files or whatever. Maybe it's time to get a new Windows drive. Or did it wait? Oh, I actually do have an XPG gaming drive in here for my it's a 2 terabyte, I think. I can't remember. The M1 drives. Fresh start time. Yeah, I think so. I think so, man. It's just gonna be such a pain reinstalling everything, but that's okay. Definitely need to clean it up though, eh? So, but yeah, guys, yeah, I'm not gonna keep you here too much longer. I wanted to get on, and I was hoping that it would go better than that. Actually, I need to maybe actually structure this stuff somehow. But it's nice just to kind of like casually too, like talk about the drawings and the specs and whatever. Like, I could put professional actual courses together and shoot them professionally, do real good ones, and then put them on my website, right? But here on YouTube, we'll just go live and talk, and it's more casual, right? No, I'm on Windows 10, I think. Yeah, Windows. No, I'm not on Windows 11 yet. No. Are you on Windows 11 already? Oh boys, yeah, wait till you see the gimbal rig I'm hooking up, man. That's gonna be so sick. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Hopefully, I hope I'm picking up my new lens tomorrow, and then I can get that all rigged up. It's gonna be so rad, guys. Oh man, like I just man, I want to shoot so much stuff. I just need someone to work with. I need a team. I need to partner up. Like. Oh, have they? Oh, yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it really yet either. I was seeing like, oh, Windows 11's coming, free upgrade for Windows 10 users. So I mean, it's smart, right? But again, yeah. Jeez, man. Well, I'm gonna shut her down. It's been a pleasure, though, guys. I'm sorry, I haven't been feeling up to par today, but yeah, man, we got to talk about some stuff. If anyone has questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, dudes, this week, what am I doing? So I'll go live again from site, and I'll show you guys I'll actually show you guys live the column framing and the fire rating of the structural beams. I'll show you that live, and the columns live. That'll be this week. I don't know, I might do some taping stuff later on in the week. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it should be at least 2 live streams next week, so that'll be good. And then I don't know where I'm going next or what I'm doing next yet, so yeah, I'll figure that out, and I'll let you guys know. But guys, have a wonderful day, man. Thanks for coming, Dibs and Konerman. That's funny, yeah. Threadripper system. No, my next system is going to be it's going to be an i9 for sure. Excuse me. I'm a diehard I'm an Intel boy, and I need a chip that can handle a lot of software at once, right? And I still think Intel's the better one for that, right? Like the AMDs are great for like their powerhouses, right? But like for gaming and shit, like yeah, there's no question that's the better chip. But for a workstation, like what I am, I need a chip that can, the newest one, yeah. I'm gonna get the best Intel chip you can get. There's no question about that. Yeah. I already designed it actually. The new system with, but I want to get an Odyssey monitor too. It's gonna cost like $8,000. It's gonna be crazy, but I can lease it and I can make that in payments, 64 cores, yeah, right? Maybe I can't remember exactly the exact specs, but they have, I think it's over like, the one that I'm getting is like 3600 megahertz or something like that, right? Does that make sense? There's like an over 4000 megahertz option, but I think with this combination that I designed, I have to use the 36 or something or whatever it was. But yeah, it's an Alienware Aurora again. It's gonna be sick. I love those systems, man. So yeah, my another Alienware is coming this year sometime. I don't know when, but I gotta make some money first. I gotta make some serious money first, and then we'll be looking at that. Fuck, I spent way too much money last year. Like, I spent lots of money last year. It's crazy. So, I gotta stop spending so much money now. Time to buckle down and hopefully try to make some. Not hopefully, I'm gonna try to make some, guaranteed, but hopefully I make it. Is $4,000 for the chip. That's awesome. Another Dell, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with Dell. I'll stay with Dell and the Alienware. Yeah, I just, you know what? They just never let me down. I know them, and they've never let me down. Not once over all the years. So I've been dealing with them for so long. Since the beginning. Before them, like I was into Toshiba laptops before, but yeah, I don't know what Toshiba's doing even these days, but yeah, and there's some good like companies, like there's some interesting like Orion, and there's a one in the UK that's really interesting too. They build wicked systems, and like there's some wicked builders out there, system builders, but I just know Alienware. Yeah, Alienware sounds better for sure. Yeah. But I want to stick with what I know, and I have no reason to switch companies. Honestly, I don't. I mean, other than price, I guess. But I just know, like, man, I just know that I'm getting my money's worth for sure. With the Alienware, right? I'd be kind of taking a chance with the other guys, you know. Yeah, Overclocker, that's the one. Yeah, I would love to one day buy a system from them. Yeah, they're really cool. I when I go on their website, they're forever for hours. Guys, have a good day, man. I gotta go. Yeah, but good stream, guys. And I'm back to work tomorrow, so I'll see you guys through the week. Like I say, I got a couple more streams there, and try to get some time to get these videos edited. And I thought I'd have time to edit video during the summit this week, but there was no breaks. It was like, holy shit, like it was just nonstop. And at the end of the day, I was so tired. Like I was like, holy cow, man, this was a lot. So I didn't get anything done. Peter's system is from them, eh? Yeah, nice. That's really nice, Dibs. Tell Peter I said hi. Fuck, I really would love to game with you guys, man. And now, guess what? So Ben also has a copy of Doom on his computer, and now that the two computers are separated and his desk is set up, we can all game together now, which is nice. Like this would be like, I don't know anybody who wouldn't walk in here and be like, holy fuck, like this place is like, when I was a kid, I never would have dreamed of something like this. Like this place is incredible. Like it's incredible, right? Virtual reality, like like, man, what the heck, right? Like it's just insane. Right? Drawing tablets and cinema cameras and studio monitors and mixers, microphones, like it's lighting, it's crazy. It's coffee, beer time. It's beer time. It's beer time. It's beer time, guys. It's time for a grosh, baby. Grosh and some cough medicine or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's probably why I'm feeling better. I forgot. I took a Tylenol Cold, a daytime Tylenol Cold, and a Tylenol before the stream. So that's probably why I'm feeling better. Yeah, I was feeling really rough, man. I was like, oh, I don't know. I wish I could cancel this stream. Like I wanted to cancel it, guys. But yeah, I'm glad I did it because I do feel better. So it's the big boys playroom, right? Yeah, it's insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. Green screen, you know, like it's a green screen that's set up 9 feet high, right? 9 feet high. It's crazy. Yeah, and of course the building itself, right? It's double layer 5/8 all around, and green glued in between, and it's all insulated. R20 all around. I got the concrete floor, I acid stained and epoxied and waxed and. Yeah, man. Benjamin Moore, Aurora, the highest end paint you can get, which is perfect for the film studio. And that's why I go with Benjamin Moore, because I know if the paint, like I can make it different colors with lighting easily, right? And that's why I go with that high end paint, right? But yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. But yeah, in the sound panels, guys, I built on the doors. And I have some new. I got 2 bags of Roxel. Okay, a bag of 6-inch and a bag of 3.5-inch. So what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna build with the 6-inch. I'm gonna build corners. I'm gonna build corner padding. Okay, I'm gonna build corner padding with it and wrap it with fabric. Okay. And so that there's actually no hard corner anywhere, okay? And that'll help with the sound, right? The crown molding that I'm gonna put on, I'll have to figure that out somehow, work it in. Oh, I know exactly what I'll do. Yeah, so the crown molding first, right? Boom, 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 and that'll dampen that corner. And then for the upright ones, I have these other ones. And the thing is, like, I want to sell these panels. I want to be able to make them and sell them. So I'm going to build the square ones as well that you hang on the wall. I have Astroneer. Yeah, that's a good game. That's actually a really fun game. Yeah, you'll like that game. Astroneer's good. It's really fun. Yeah. Ah, man. I haven't played a video game in so long, man. Like, if you see anyone playing games on my computer, it's either Ben or Amelia. It wasn't me. I haven't played a game in so long. Not in like months and months and months, man. But yeah, worked hard and had fun building it for sure. Yeah, like we started with the concrete and the ceiling. Right? I caulked the original wood walls that were original. Caulked everything, poured the concrete, and did the steel stud gaskets and made it all like just installed this heat pump. Man, it's crazy, man. It's been crazy, dude. It's time to it's just like, you know, now I'm just gonna be focused on something else, you know. But with the nice part about it is I'll be focusing more, and I'll be on my social media more, right, which is cool. I got a big plan, a big proposal I'm putting together, and I hope it goes well. I think you would almost be completely it'd be moronic to turn down this proposal or to walk away from it. because it's going to change the construction industry, completely change it. Hey, Hawk Nation, 12 woman, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's going to change the industry. It is, and it's going to start the change. Like, it really is. It's going to be good for everybody, owners, contractors, workers, and especially workers, right? I'm doing very well, thank you. How about yourself? Yeah, the threaded rod in the concrete. Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. We I remember that. Yeah, we actually I drilled the rod in when I was drilling in the rebar around the concrete. I have the walls here. We actually set the rod in the concrete. So most of the time we end up drilling it after we pour the grade beam and then hammering in the rod, but instead here we drilled it into the original slab with, like, as we were drilling in the rebar, we put the rod in, and then we did the concrete form, poured the concrete in, and then it was great. I just drilled, measured to where the holes were, and I pre-drilled the 16 gauge steel, right, the 6-inch 16 gauge steel all the way around, you know. So that was, and the walls are built with 16 gauge, 18 and 16 gauge steel stud. So all the like the sill studs or the header studs were 18 gauge, but all the wall studs are 16 gauge, right? And like structural flange too, like crazy. A lot of it had the structural flange. So I think there's some like random studs like that were just a normal flange, but most of it had structural flange. All the 18 gauge had structural flange. So yeah, double air 5/8 insulated and polyed. Everything's polyed, right? Everything's polyed as well. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. No. It's actually so strong. I'll be able to add a second floor to this building, no problem. And I'm 100% adding a second floor to this building, and I might use it as like a guest suite, you know, for my Oh yeah, are you in Edmonton? Are you in Edmonton by chance? Because we're hiring in Edmonton right now, but if you're like, I don't know, wherever you are, it's if you're looking for a gig, so it's kind of weird, right, with the whole pandemic thing going on right now, but if you have your mask or whatever, and just to be safe, because most okay, so Washington, no problem. If you have your mask just with you, most construction sites around here, they don't they don't make you wear it, okay, but some do, right? But it's just good to have it just in case. Walk around or go around to the construction sites. I mean, it's Alberta in Canada. I'm all the way. I'm like the most northern city in America, like the most northern major city, and it's crazy. It's cold up here. So you'll have somewhere to stay when I come over. Yeah, right on. But the easiest way to get a job, and especially if you're in the commercial side of things, like, man, if you're close to if you're in a big city, okay, that's the thing. Like, if you're in a small town or like somewhere rural, okay, it's very difficult to get a job, okay, in almost anything. But if you're in like or close to a big city, then I would just contact all the trade unions, get my name on the list even, right, if they're not taking in new members. But I would drive from site to site and find the job trailers and and just go in and introduce yourself to the general contractor. Go in, hey, I'm actually just driving around looking for somebody hiring. Do you got a moment? Like, who's your drywall contractor, steel stud contractor? Do you have a card or a contact number for them? Or if you're after, like, or I'm a carpenter, are you hiring any carpenters? Or something, well diverse in walls and ceilings. Okay, so you're an ISM, right? So yeah, you just go to the site and you ask who the drywall contractor is on site, and then you can call the foreman, right? It's kind of sometimes better going in through that way, because the foremans are always begging the offices for workers, right? And we're always understaffed. So if you go and you talk to somebody on site, then your chance of getting hired are really high. But people like to see you almost, right? Or like, if you talk on the phone, like, you need to talk very clear and direct and be like, yeah, you can even just call the drywall companies, but you sending emails is like sending stuff into the, like, applying to Indeed and things like that. Like, look at Indeed, like all the job listings, Indeed, all the online listings, and there'll be phone numbers to call, and usually those numbers that are going to be foremen on site. Okay, you're not calling the offices. Okay, most of the time the ads in the paper you're calling foremans on sites. So driving to sites and asking for them first is actually really good. Okay, like, especially if you got your tools, you're like, yeah, let's go, I'm ready to go, let's do this, right? Like, yeah, just you actually just gotta do the legwork, and I guarantee you'll find a job. Like, man, I've been like that when I first started, and when I moved from Toronto to Edmonton, I that's how I did it. Nobody knew me. I had to start all over again. Same thing I did in Toronto. Okay, I walked from place to place, and I had a card, but it was a different industry. I was in film and television in Toronto, so I had a card. But a card's good because it's got your number and stuff on it. But cell phones were just starting back then too. Okay, like, that was about 20 years ago or more. But yeah, I always have my tools ready to go. So yeah, when you show up at site, they can tell right away you drive, right? And that's major. Okay, and then they can see you, that you're not a crackhead, and then 3, if you got your tools, you can see that they can physically see you have tools, right? Those are like the 3 main things of hiring somebody, vehicle, not a crackhead, and got tools, right? Because then like, the guy, like, at least then when you go and you start showing up every day and putting in a good day's work, or being punctual stuff, then you're in, as long as workers like put in like a decent day's work in, but show up every day and are just honest. If you need, life happens, and just always have to be honest and be like, and try to schedule things as in advance as you can, and just like, you can always be working, because the construction industry is very understaffed, right? And because of it, there's a lot of pressure on companies and management. So temperaments can be, whatever. So if you're not a problem to a company, okay, you're always safe, right? You're always going to be safe. Yeah, that's the thing. You never want to be a problem. But man, I wish you luck. Hope you come by and let us know how it works out, man. Cause yeah, very cool. But I'm out of here, guys. I gotta shut her down. It's been, I think I've been going for a couple hours now, eh? Wow, yeah, just about 2 hours, guys. So it's later in the afternoon. I kind of like this time, this 4 o'clock time, but I think more people come in the mornings, so I might go back to the mornings. It's just weird. I was trying it this time because I was looking at my YouTube studio, and it says that my viewers, like, you guys are online more between a certain time, and so I figured I'd try the back end of that to see what happens. So you have a great night. Yeah, great. You too. And thank you for coming. And Dibs and Konaman, anyone still in the chat, thank you for coming. Be safe out there. And yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll get back to you. Bye for now, guys.